You mean you can learn engineering just by looking at broken things? Every machine begins with a simple idea. If I understand small things like this, maybe one day I can build bigger machines.
Look at Ayo again, always studying broken things like a scientist.
Maybe they don't understand what you're trying to do yet. That's alright. One day they will see what I'm trying to learn.
Today we will briefly talk about simple machines. Even the smallest machines help people perform work more easily.
Mrs. Lila, how do engineers design machines that can carry very heavy loads without breaking?
That is a very interesting question, Ayo. Engineers study mathematics and physics carefully so they can understand how forces and structures work.
But Mrs. Lila, if someone wants to become an engineer, how can they begin learning when there are no science teachers or equipment?
Sometimes the environment may not provide everything we need, but a determined mind will always find ways to learn. Ayo is always asking questions like an engineer already.
It looks like our science teacher will not be coming again today. This is the third time this week. This keeps happening too often. How are we supposed to learn science if the teacher is never around? If we stop learning because the teacher is not here, then we will lose the opportunity to understand these subjects. So what do you suggest we should do, Ayo? Considering the fact that this is the third time the teacher is absent this week. We can start by studying the notes we already have and discussing the ideas together. Learning should not stop just because the teacher is absent. That might actually help us understand the topic better. The cycle looks like this part of the diagram. Yes, and the OH group connects here. I see it now. Let's check our notes.
In a school where science teachers were often absent, Ayo began to discover that determination could sometimes replace what resources could not provide.
Listen, everyone, we cannot keep waiting for science teachers that may never come. If we want to understand these subjects, we must speak up and ask the principal for help.
You're right, Ayo. We cannot learn properly if we just sit and wait. We should go together and explain the problem clearly.
But what if the principal says it's not his problem? What if nothing changes?
Then we do our best to explain it anyway. Even if he cannot solve everything, he may listen and guide us on what to do next.
Remember, children, always speak politely and clearly. Determination is good, but respect is just as important.
Good afternoon, children. What brings you here together? You seem very serious for this hour.
Sir, we want to learn science properly, but most days there is no teacher for mathematics, physics, or chemistry.
I understand your concern, Ayo. The situation is difficult because sometimes there are no qualified teachers available and the community has limited resources. But I admire your courage to speak up.
Sir, we are willing to work harder ourselves. We just need guidance and support. Even extra lessons after school will help.
I see. I cannot promise everything will be fixed immediately, but I will try to bring in a core member to assist with science classes and extra lessons. You must continue to be disciplined and determined.